Hey Aries, welcome to Intention 1111. I'm going to be here today to do your February love reading. Hoping it'll come out as love reading. We are coming off some new moon and Aquarius energy. Um, and of course, new moons are times to set intentions for what you want for the rest of the year. Um, but you may find yourself looking through some things and seeing how they don't really work for you anymore, right? Or how maybe family dynamics or some societal things are not working for you anymore. And not being afraid to kind of shake up the norm, shake up the status quo. So let's see what we have for Aries. Show me Aries. Aries. If you'd like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at Where Your Intentions at intentions1111.com or thejezebelway at gmail.com. Show me Aries. Hope. 9. Hope for change. Hope for closing something down. Marriage card. Hope for ending a cycle, maybe and beginning a new one in which you're coming into alignment with one another. And big changes in life. Things closing out. Two cards that indicate cycles closing out. A big change is coming. Uh, that you wanted to come. This is big hope. So this is something that you were wanting to change. Um, Now, this, at the face of it, before we get the cards laid down, looks like you're hoping for a commitment, right? But as you know, these can take a turn pretty quick. So let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? No, let's use these first. Okay. All right. So big changes, something you may have been hoping for coming into your life. You're closing down a cycle and going into one that's more in alignment with where you want to be. Show my Aries. Some of you may be ending or beginning new relationships, ending relationships or beginning new ones. Oof. Okay. You've got hot attraction. Some of you got some of that going on, but of course it's Aries. Chemistry, passion. Um, you've got control tactics here. This is more of the femme fatale type control tactics, right? More like teasing. Okay. Someone's having a lot of downloads, a lot of messages, dream messages, perhaps. So somebody's having kind of a heart chakra issue. They're afraid of rejection. They're kind of having issues with opening up. They may be comfortable with physical expression. They may be short on the nurturing side. There's a relationship here that somebody hopes will grow. The block here is that someone's having a hard time with expressing their feelings. Um, and it kind of seems like somebody else may be thinking, oh, this person's just a player. That's all they want out of this relationship, and it couldn't be further from the truth, okay? Someone just has kind of a blocked heart chakra here where they're having a hard time receiving love in an appropriate way or expressing their love for someone else because of fear of abandonment or some kind of rejection or loss here. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Well, someone's having a hard time compromising too. There's an issue with compromising. Okay. Holding on to rejection. Somebody's holding on to feelings of rejection in the past. Let it go, right? Let it go. because this card's in the reverse. We want it to be in the upright. Move past whatever fears you've had in the past of rejection. Now, this could be you or your partner. Switch it how you need to. I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer specific right now. Now I have Aries and Scorpio. Holding on to this issue in the past here for someone that something blew up, okay, is preventing forward movement. It's preventing growth happening with any relationship. Is it gonna blow up like it did the last time? I'm not gonna give myself to somebody else like that again because I mean, look what happened last time. In fact, I'm gonna try to avoid anything with any substance at all that requires me to give of myself or to nurture and grow something because I don't want to spend all that time nurturing and loving and growing a relationship that's just going to turn to shit and blow up in my face. So someone's having a kind of a rough time letting go of something here, and it's preventing forward movement. And they're not exactly telling themselves the truth either. It's causing a lot of conflict, a lot of negativity here, a lot of sword action, which talks to me about let's be logical, think with your head, not your heart type of stuff. And, you have to find a balance, in that, right? Someone here is having a really rough time getting out of their head about something. They're trying to stay logical and not get attached. Okay, someone's really trying to live in a state of detachment when it comes to love relationships, and they're only fooling themselves, right? It's a shield they've put up to try to protect themselves. So, center of the read here, you've got the 8 of Swords in the reverse. You're not going anywhere. No one's going to go anywhere, okay, until they deal with this issue up top. This feelings of abandonment, rejection, fear of the future, fear of this, fear of that, root chakra blocked energy. So here's what I say about that. If your fear, okay, is still based on something that happened and it's no more, and you're in something in the present, are those rational, right? Is that happening right now with this person that you're with? And if it's not happening with this person, you're not getting the red flags, you're not getting the problems, then you are having an irrational fear. You are having a fear of something that hasn't happened, right? Um, the other thing is, hey, how this person receives me is a reflection of them, not reflection of me, right? And do I want to limit myself because I'm afraid, right, that this person will do the same thing to me again? I mean, it hurt. I learned a lot of lessons, but can this person doing this to me again, doing this to me again, because that's always in the mind, right? I lived through it the first time, so what? So there's a fear that needs to be faced here of rejection and abandonment, right? I mean, what can be done to me that hasn't been done, right? So letting go of something that happened before, you're already bringing that energy into the current relationship. And you are kind of unfairly setting someone up to fail. You're setting yourself up to fail when you bring that criteria. Well, here's my checklist. Okay, yep. He looked at me sideways. That's what Johnny did. Yep. He wears his shoes the same way. Oh, he's a bastard. Yep. I mean, those are just silly little examples, but that's what you're doing. Whether you're knowing it or you're not, you're comparing to a ghost, right? Comparing to someone who's no longer here. They did their damage, okay? And there's no need to fear them anymore. They are gone. You don't need to fear that person anymore, right? So there's also ideas here about withholding affection for fear that it will blow up, withholding intimate connection for fear that it will blow up. This is somebody who loves them and leaves them. You know, when they get too attached, maybe they are on their way to something else, okay? And that's kind of starting to take a toll on this person, whoever this is about, okay? That's starting to take a toll. They don't even stop to say goodbye because they don't want the confrontation and they don't want the fight. They're just like, I'm out. I mean, you know, he wants me to put a toothbrush in here. I'm out. Okay, that's way too much. I can't be doing all that. Whatever it is, right? Um, somebody is not even staying around for the explanation. They are just gone. So if you're encountering someone like that, it's because they've not let go of something that they need, and they're not being honest with you or themselves, okay, about it. So let's see how this person feels about Aries. Show me how does this person feel about here. There's something here about this person not wanting to upset your life. I think that that indicates that they kind of do care for you because they are not that they have the stamina or capability or whatever until they deal with their shit to move on into commitment. But they're saying here something like, you're better off without me. I need to put a stop to this right now because, you know, Aries, you know, they've got their life together. They've kind of got a flow. They've got a good life, you know, and they know what their intention is. They know what they're about to do, right? Or what they will end up doing. So I think they're saying, hey, I can't let this go too far with Aries because, you know, I don't want to upset their life. But notice here, I'm not saying this person cares for you. This person is not showing me right here they are in love with you. Aries has what it takes here to get any person that they want. My intention is already set. You know, why do I want to go through that? I don't need to hold this person back. I want to maintain peace and harmony. I don't want to disrupt them. So I'm going to put the brakes on here. But notice the words, I love Aries. I'm in love with Aries. They have a level of respect, but this is not because they're detached or they're trying to stay detached and they already know what their intentions are. This is not someone saying, I can't live without them. I want to commit my life to them. I want to build something with them. I want to spend all my days with them. None of that. Okay. So, some of you, if you feel like you are trying to cultivate nurturing, cultivate love, cultivate healing or something for this person, you're not going to be able to achieve any of those things. This person has to do that for themselves. Their intention is already to slide out in the middle of the night, right? Um, pearls before swine. That's, I don't know why I'm hearing that, okay? It's ridiculous to cast pearls before swine. What are they going to do with them? You're the pearl, okay? So don't waste any more of your time here, basically, with someone who cannot give you what you put into it, right? They're not going to be able to give you what you put into it. What can Aries expect from this person? What can Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is here now. What can Aries expect? Defensiveness, half truths, heartbreak. But don't break your own heart giving more to the situation than you're getting back. Half truths, defensiveness. Why you ask so many questions? Why you need to know that about me? Half truths, what are what they are, right? And heartbreak, holding back, lacking the courage to follow through with anything or even to give you an explanation. So this person may be a person who ghosts people or who is in a habit of, you know, like blocking you out after so long or whatever. What does Aries not expect from this person? The problem is, Aries, you're going to have an effect on this person like you. And I'm not saying continue to do stuff or do stuff out of your way for this person. No. You're there as a catalyst in this person's life to wake them up. Because for the first time in a long time, they're saying here, I don't want to disrupt. I don't want to disrupt this person's life. I don't want to do that to this person. Not that that's going to make them not do it. They just may do it sooner than you thought, right? But you're going to act as a catalyst in this person's life and make them take a long look at their actions and how their actions affect others. Sometimes that's the biggest gift we can give somebody. So, show me, what does Aries not expect from this person? You don't expect for them to kind of turn over a new leaf here. They may not do it with you, okay? Because the catalyst isn't always the person who benefits from things, right? Unfortunately. But you were going to act as a catalyst in this person's life to make them take a long, hard look at themselves. Um, they're going to lay down these burdens here of trying to leave before you get left, right? Um, and they may turn out here to sort of take up a new sense of being, right? Show me the Wheel of Fortune. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. They may be back later. Can I have another chance? Um, can't fix what's broken when it stays broken. You can't, I would treat it, depending on your circumstances, okay, with a lot of caution. They may be back asking for a second chance after they ghost you. But you treat that how it fits to your situation. What is a potential final outcome for Aries? Illusion is broken. Uh, it's sad, bittersweet that you're not nurturing. You're not going to be able to nurture this person. That's what I think you want. You're not going to get nurtured here. Illusion is over. This person also acts as a catalyst for you at the same time. And this may be, hey, how come I keep attracting these type of people in my life? How come I keep allowing these people to enter my life? Why am I not setting boundaries? How come this ends up being the same all the time? Just because people knock at the door doesn't mean we have to let them in, right? So if the same person keeps knocking on your door, it might be time to kind of not open the door to that kind of person or that kind of relationship anymore. Let's see what they would say to you if they could. What would this person say to Aries if they could? What would this person say to Aries if they could? I want to tell you how I feel, yes, but they won't. We need to let each other go, yes. It was my fault, but I blamed you. It was my fault that I jetted, right? But I blamed it on you because you wanted too much. If somebody makes you feel like you're too much or that you want too much, it's because they don't have it to give. Okay, it's not that you want too much. You're just asking it, okay, as they say, from the wrong person, right? I think maybe Aries, for you, it might be time to reevaluate relationships and the work that you put into relationships and why and what you want out of relationship before you move forward. Maybe being single and kind of getting it solid within yourself, right? And figuring out where you want to go instead of always taking in the strays, maybe, you know, working on yourself and getting yourself solid in what you want, your goals and your own commitment. And this says get busy getting that money is what this says, but I mean, in part. So let's get some advice for Aries. People project to you who they are, not who you are. Beyond the ego, surrender to the flow of life. So again, this is asking you to take a look at what it is you're wanting here. Where are you going? Why does the same person keep showing up? Simple pleasures. If it's too complicated, then it's too complicated. Do you see what I mean? If there's a lot of confusion and chaos and complication, this person only seems to call you when they want. When you call them, it's, why, what do you want? Um, simple pleasures. Relationships can be complicated, but they don't have to be that complicated. Deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a chance offering, as a divine offering. You didn't expect this person to never call you back or to never show up again or, go into the witness protection program or whatever, but it happened. So just as you're acting as a catalyst in their life, they're acting as one in yours to make you reevaluate why, you're not having more boundaries with somebody like that. So, Aries, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see y'all later.